What's going on, people? How you doing? It's your boy Johnny from Frag-Jitsu over here. We're doing part 3 of the Pineward sampling set. Now, in this part, I'm going to look at 7 more fragrances here. I'm pretty excited about these. I picked a lot more of a darker selection. I tend to just like the ones in this set, generally speaking, that are, for whatever reason, a little darker. So I'll show you the color spectrum of options we have here, from lightest to darkest. We have a nice spread. We have some browns, some greens, some golden hues, and some green, light green. Really nice colors here. I like the spread here, so let's get right into it. After this set is done, we'll have sampled 21 of the 31, and then maybe I'll just make 1 or 2 more videos on this house, and then we'll be done with it. I'll have digested all of my information here. I'm recording this both for my future self to go look back on and get my first impressions, but I also want to be valuable to some people out there. For instance, if you're in league for an aquatic fragrance, if you're in league for a forest fragrance or a pine fragrance or a gourmand fragrance or a smoky fragrance or a woody fragrance, there's a lot of that going on in these. So stick around and let's see if we can find one for you or for me. I like to try to consider multiple perspectives here. So we're going to start off. I have my strips here. At the end of it, I'm going to wear one on skin. Don't know which one yet. Let's start with Oxillus. It's one of the lighter ones. I like to start these videos on the lighter ones. Oxillus here. I'll put the names all in the description and on screen, obviously, as we do. But Oxillus, this light green, looks like grassy green. I can't smell it through the thing, so let's give it a little 1-2. Let's see what we get. Again, the sprayers, let's highlight how good they are. They're very good sprayers on these. And I think they're 5 mLs, which is quite a bit. You could get a bunch of wears out of this. Grassy, green, crisp, vegetal vetiver. Grassy, like hydrated vetiver, not dry vetiver. Earthy for sure, 100% very earthy. This is a fresh, vibrant fragrance in the direction of that same vetiver that you see across a lot of different houses, like Le Labo's vetiver fragrance, similar to this. Green, burst, fresh, vibrant, fresh, masculine. Something in this reminds me of Acqua di Sale too. Not really sure what it is, but it reminds me of Acqua di Sale just a little bit. Although this is not like a salty aquatic fragrance. It is a ground, like it is a earthy, green, grassy, vibrant fragrance. Slightly dirty, but not really in any of that category of vetiver. This is really just a straightforward vetiver. It's herbal. It's a little tiny bit spicy and very fresh in the vetiver department. So I'd say if you were enjoying something like the Terry Hermes vetiver, the way they use it, that one's way more earthy, way more dirty, really nicely composed as well. I'd say this one's right there, neck and neck with those. Like, sample this if you like vetiver the way I described it. It definitely feels grassy. It could be vetiver. It really, I mean, at this point when I smell vetiver, it's very obvious. Unless they sneak it in, it might not actually be vetiver, but I think it's vetiver just from my experience. Again, this is extremely a blind test. This is extremely like my feeling. If you guys don't know what vetiver is, it's this grassy component that could also be earthy, almost like the roots of grass, but it's more than that. It has a few different components. It has like a soil component that's more in the background, like a nod to soil. But it also has this vegetal crisp green, like kind of when you snap celery in half. Not that it smells like celery, but there's that air that comes with it. Slightly bitter too, like bitter greens. It smells like a natural surrounding, like a wet, grassy environment. Very good. I spent too long on that one. I like it. I'm not sure if I would get it. I don't really know if I really even enjoy that kind of smell anyway, like a grass smell. It's really good. It's really fresh. It's really bright. It's not like a trimmed grass clippings smell. It's a really nice, fresh, all-day, all-rounder with a natural focus. So let's go to Gristmill. This is a yellow one. So I'm imagining, I don't know, so far with this house, I've tried some of the different color ones, and you don't know if you're going to get a gourmand or a rustic or like a barnyardy thing. Like, you don't know what you're going to get with these. He has these really unpredictable range. I don't know really what his range is limited to. So far, he's nailed almost every single kind of thing that I've experienced. He's done it. So let's go ahead and take a look at Gristmill. So Gristmill, blank page here. I always check these before I spray them, make sure that they're blank. Gristmill, yellow. I don't know if it's going to be a gourmand. I don't know if it's going to be something green or something barnyardy or something holiday-like. I just don't know if it's going to be candle-like, autumn-like. I don't know. So let's see. I'm just feeling, I'm feeling good about this one for some reason. I like the color. I really like the name Gristmill. I don't know what it's supposed to be, like gristle and mill. I don't know. It might be a place. Let's see. Really good sprayers. In the air, I smell it immediately. It's intense. This is intense. It's resinous woods. Is amber, like that distinct amber, darker amber, chewier amber. Smoky in the air. Little tart amber. It's that glowing amber. Smokiness too, like burning wood, but not really overdone, really nicely done. This is a very dense fragrance. Still green too. It has a green facet to it, like a green amber. Gristmill. Yeah, so this one's good. I like this one already. I'm a sucker for ambers, and I think this one's really good because it has that pine, signature pine kind of natural wood smell that these things have. But it's got this firewood thing, and it's like velvety too. Really nice amber fragrance here, and I'm a big amber head. I got a lot of amber fragrances, so Gristmill pretty much climbing up there. It's a smoky amber. It's very autumn. It's very autumn forest. It's very ambery, like October smell. And I have one other thing that this might compete with for sure. That's Amber Rousse by Parfums d'Empire. They're different though. They really are different. But the same imagery comes from such a different smell, even though they're giving me the same imagery. I get that October, fall, autumnal forest from this. It's cozy and warm. It's an amber, so if you guys have experienced like one of those warmer amber fragrances, it's not overdone for sure. And it doesn't really have a crazy amount of sweetness at all. There's really no sweetness. It's a more dry, bitter, gooey amber with a little bit of a powderiness, but not in like an iris way or a powder way. It's like the texture of velvet and powder. Smooth and complex. This is a smooth, complex fragrance. This is an amber fragrance. Gristmill I really like, and I'll have to probably come back to that. So let's put that down. Fanghorn 2. Now I've tried Fanghorn 1, and that was a very patchouli-centric fragrance, just like Pardon. So Fanghorn 2 right here, I'm imagining this green soupiness right here. I'm imagining this to be some play on that heavy patchouli fragrance that I previously encountered with this house. I just have a memory like that. It just works that way. I remember Fanghorn reminding me of Pardon, and I linked them all together as this patchouli, heavy, dominant patchouli fragrance. Really well executed though. Let's see if this one has the same attitude, feeling, or if it gets more complex or more simple. Let's see what we do. Stain the strip as usual. Be careful with these dyes and these or something. They just stain clothes. All right, so tone down the patchouli, tone up the greens. Little bit of bitterness. Really nice. This is like a sparkly, dark forest. Sticky. A little bit sweet. Like tree sap. Forest, deep forest. Like you're in the deep, deep forest. This one would compete with Mirkwood a little bit, but that Mirkwood in this set so far was the most attitude-stricken, the most attitude-dripping one. Like the most intense, oppressive forest experience so far. The greenness in this is bitter. Like it's bitter in a fresh way though. It's not bitter in a really resinous, deep way. Damp. It's a damp fragrance. It gives you this moisture, this atmosphere of a kind of cooled forest afternoon, but you're still like in shadow. There's a lot of shadow here. There's like an oak moss smell, like a similar oak moss that I've smelled in a few fragrances, but this one, it's not as leathery oak moss, which can be like masculine and green, but it also has leathery facets that are earthy. I think this is more of that. Maybe the patchouli or the patchouli experience that I got from Fanghorn could have been the leathery aspect of oak moss, but I don't know. It was distinctly smelling just like pure patchouli oil was in there. This one on skin's definitely going to be an interesting experience because there's a lot of complexity here. You guys would appreciate this one for sure. It's one of the better foresty ones for sure from this set. I think it's superior to Fanghorn 1. Fanghorn 2 definitely outdoes Fanghorn 1. Just mostly that it captures a real thing. It doesn't really just smell like a showcase of patchouli, which people who are into this thing, ambery patchouli fragrances, you can start encountering a lot of them, and you can start to pick out that popularly used thing. I don't know what it is about it. It's just a very magnificent and complex ingredient that just a lot of people love, and I actually am a patchouli lover. So when I dig for this, I'm trying to smell in this fragrance if it's related to Fanghorn 1, and it just is so loosely related. The resinous nature of this is really like the diverging from that strictly patchouli type of thing in Fanghorn 1. Fanghorn 2, you get more of a resinous nature, not as much in the patchouli department, but you have that earthiness. I mean, it could be a crossroads between like oak moss and amber and patchouli all just coming together. But this has a distinct bright aspect to it, like the bright greens, the bright, fresh, moist greens with a touch of the sweetness, but I think the sweetness is coming from resinous. Like some kind of a resinous, deep, dark resinous, bitter with a little bit of sweetness. Very, very good. This is a good one. It made me really go with a lot of detail. This one's a very detailed fragrance. Fanghorn 2, impressive. See, I had a good feeling going into this. Maybe it's just me, but these are delivering now. The last 7 that I tried in part 2, I was kind of underwhelmed by it overall. I just have expectations now from this house because I understand the range to be so vast and so good at capturing so many different specific things. He knows how to trigger your nostalgia. He knows how to bring you to places. The perfume is very clever, and for a self-taught guy, I appreciate that a lot. I just have an admiration for that personally. I know people who are entrepreneurs. I know people who are artists for trade. Like, I know people who create and they're driven, and just to me, that's just an admirable story. I think they're really discovering the meaning to their life. Anyway, let's get back to the samples. So we have Coffee Tabac here. Coffee Tabac. This one looks like it should. It's that brown. I could see some greenness like sort of in the background here, but it's mostly this brown, you know, form and function. It's brown. It's called Coffee and Tabac. It gives you that same setup. Definitely going to be interested to see if I like this one. Let's give it 2 sprays. Oh, I missed. 1, 2. See me miss that? That really just sprayed all the way over there on my camera. Okay, so here we go. Chocolatey, coffee, gourmand, chewy, sticky amber. Tobacco's leafy. It's not like Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I know that's a popular one you guys have tried. Some of that texture's here, but that one's way more smooth, I guess. This one's more bold. This is a bold fragrance. It doesn't smell like a candle, which I expect from some of these now. It's chewy. This is like a chocolatey, chewy coffee. The coffee's not as dominant and straightforward as some coffee scents. Like, it's not dark either. I feel like it's roasted. Like there's a roasted gourmand aspect to these, almost like a coffee chocolate loaf. It has what I feel is, again, patchouli, like that chocolatey style of patchouli with that really complex nature. It's just being enhanced by coffee and tobacco, but I wonder what else is actually in this. There might be a little vanilla in this. It has this gourmand feeling to it. It's very deep and chewy and resinous. It's not really like a straight up gourmand though. And this falls sort of in that pseudo tobacco or gourmand kind of subgenre, but it does do its own thing. It's familiar, but it smells creative. It's a little dark, rich. It has a little spiciness to it just in the background. But that might just be some of the complexities between all the ingredients. I don't know if it's spiciness or smokiness, and I can't choose between the two there. There's that distinct spiciness, smokiness. I almost want to say it smells like there could be incense in this. This is cozy. It's cozy. No greenness. This is a winter fragrance. This is warm. It could be suffocating if you spray a lot. I feel like these 2 sprays are very strong. It's warm, cozy, not as committed to being a gourmand as I initially thought when I smelled it. It's going in a more patchouli heavy, ambery heavy direction. Like the body of this fragrance is built up from there. Really, really good, semi-familiar, and I like it a lot. This one's really good. Dark and rich, gourmand style, tobacco leafy. Not like smoked or cigars, like living tobacco leaf that's sort of aged and dried and a little bit spicy. Like I've smelled spicy tobacco before, and it's got that a little bit to it. I don't know if it's spicy or a little bit smoky. I'm stuck between those two. But anyway, guys, that one actually intrigued me too. And I was really skeptical going into that one because coffee Tabac, I didn't like apple Tabac from this house. The other fragrance that I tried in the previous video in part 2, didn't like apple Tabac. It just really didn't do it for me. Kind of gave me too much of a spicy, like overly spicy Christmas spice bread thing. Check it out though, check that video out. This one's a light one that I think I just forgot to do first, but Acadian. Now this is another light one. I understand he could do these fresh, kind of ethereal, a lot of open space, a lot of headroom fragrances, while still being very characteristic and not bland. So let's see if we get that again. Oh, I missed again. I keep missing, guys. Something's weird with the lineup here. All right, anyway, Acadian. Okay, this reminds me, if you guys like Acqua di Gio, something about that, but it's more. Okay, so this one, like when he captures landscapes, this one, if this had to be a landscape, this is more of a natural smell. So I'm imagining he's trying to capture a landscape. So the closest thing that this reminds me to is Acqua di Sale. It actually reminds me of it a lot. It's got that same semi-masculine, almost like a lavender. That masculine fresh air. I don't know if it would be lavender though. That would be way more apparent. And it has this watery kind of nature. It has this Acqua di Gio EDP kind of reminiscent thing, but this one has way more dimensionality. It has some greenness to it. And a little fruity note, but the fruity note is like watery. It's not like the fruity note that you get from like red berries or anything. It's like a watery kind of fruity note. I don't know what specifically that is. Slightly green. Citruses make it kind of like a little juicy. Definitely woody, like the pine woods that he uses, that signature outside pine smell. With some kind of like a little saltiness. So what I have to say is it's probably some kind of landmass near water, rivers, or some kind of salt water. It does remind me of Acqua di Sale a little bit, and some of you guys might like this a lot because it's like if you added more complexity to Acqua di Sale. Not that it doesn't have complexity, because it actually does. It's more straightforward. This one definitely has like more ingredients or something than that, but I do get a similarity between this and Acqua di Sale. Maybe it's one of the notes, but definitely has that almost so similar to that. Yeah, Acadian's really good. I like it. As a freshie goes, it's got a really nice, a nice complex feel to it. I'm gonna leave this right over here. If you guys like Acqua di Sale or Acqua di Gio, I know they're not the same. You gotta separate them, but in that direction of fragrance, and in that direction of the way things smell, it's some kind of thing that puts all of those different elements together. And it's really nice, actually. It's pretty good. I'd say it's an upgrade from like an Acqua di Gio. If you're tired of that smell, but you kind of liked it, go for something a little more niche like this. Captures that outside coastal kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not really beachy, but it's like forest near the ocean, maybe. All right, so we got Bindebole. This one's super green. Bindebole. I don't know what to expect. It reminds me of Boreal, which was slightly underwhelming in the forest aspect. I like his more attitude forest fragrances, the more aggressive ones. So let's see what Bindebole is all about. Let's give it up. Stain the strip as usual. Green right off the bat. Super green. This is the pine needles that I was looking for from the house. Heavy. This is a heavy green fragrance. Some dark bitterness underneath it. I don't want to say patchouli again, but it could be something like that. This one's got a bitterness. It's a greenness, more pine forward, way more aggressive on the green aspect. This is like maybe the most pine needly one out of every one of these so far. But it's not like cartoonish or anything unrealistic. It's very natural, this Bindebole. I have to look up this word because it's killing me what the name is here. It's a very interesting word. Yeah, this is still realistic. It's pretty smooth, but it has like two facets to it. The body of it, which is like this density. It's got this dense body. It's like a little bit heavy dark greens. But wearable. And I think it's like green resin. Instead of like, you know how resins could be woods or animal facets? This is like if you made resin off of like a green thing, like pine needle resin. I don't know if that exists. That's like really where it's taking me. It's a very aggressive green fragrance without being like synthetic at all or without being overly cartoonish, because green could get a little bit vintagey, which is not bad at all, actually. But there's no real spice in this at all. There's nothing spicy. If anything, there's a little touch of something sweet. Something sweet, but a little bit sour, Just a touch. It makes me think of a dark sweetness. Almost like what patchouli can give you, that direction. I don't get any smokiness. I don't get any citruses, really. This is straight up pine needle centric with some kind of like green resinous thing. Really good. Bindebole delivers. I'd say that one is top 2 on the green foresty vibe. Mirkwood's number 1. I'd say top 3 would be Mirkwood, Fanghorn 2, and Bindebole so far. As the pine needle thing goes, you got the name Pineward. You're expecting something piney. Bindebole actually hits that pine needle the most, I'd say, so far. We got one last sample left, and it is Funerie. Funerie, like a play on the word funeral. So I wonder how serious this is going to be. Maybe it will be more formal. Maybe it will be more aggressive. I don't know. Funerie, don't know what to expect. I'm expecting some kind of florals to play into this, just because when I think of funerals, if that has anything to do with the name Funerie, which I feel it does, there's always flowers at funerals. So let's see what we get. 2 sprays. Good sprays. Smell it in the air, and smooth leather. Really good. This is a standout for sure from the whole house. Smooth leather. Not a mass appealing leather though, but a smooth, realistic, creamy leather. But it's got attitude. It's got some kind of an animalic sort of thing going on. Like a bitter animalic, like a musky animalic, aggressive leather, but still smooth and creamy and totally wearable. I try to think of things like what I could compare this to, but Cuir de Chine from Les Indemodables, probably the closest thing I've smelled to this. That's more of like a brown leather jacket, like in the summer or like spring. This one is darker than that. This one's like a darker kind of leather. It's not that artificial black leather, smell, not at all like that. It's like a fancy, older leather. Animalic too, like it's alive. This is very interesting because it's named Funerie, which is funeral, which is death. But this doesn't smell like death. Although it's serious and it's still moody and it still has this like density to it. It's mostly like this really easy to wear but upscale leather. Like this could be formal in a way. It reminds me of something from Beaufort or Beaufort, however you say it. It reminds me of that. It has that moodiness. It's getting darker, like almost like a gothic style of leather fragrance now. It has this attitude. It's really got a lot of attitude here. And you know what? It's reminding me of something from them. It's got like this rotten rose kind of thing, like super old fermented like roses or something. You almost miss it because the leather is just so smooth and creamy, but there's like a hidden little floral thing in here. It's a little bit more challenging now. This one on skin with the heat of your body is definitely going to do some really awesome stuff. This one's one of my favorite ones for sure. This is a standout so far. Probably the thing I least expected. Yeah, this one a lot of you are going to like. Funerie, a lot of you are going to like this. If you want like a challenging but smooth but upscale leather fragrance that doesn't get cartoonish at all with the leather. It's got this resinous thing too, like a little bit of a sweet resin, like it's almost bitter sweet. Really, really good little cloud. Funerie, very good ending to this video. This thing actually really good. So today, the wrap up, we got a pretty good variety again. I mean, really well executed. I have to say, it's very well done. All of these fragrances that are sitting here definitely got me thinking about a lot of different things. So hopefully this had some value for you guys and you had as much fun as I did. Thanks for watching along. I'm gonna record part 4 tomorrow when I have a fresh nose. I usually take the entire day with a fresh nose, no scent of the day, no smelling anything else, just to have a really great recording here with these. So guys, that's the wrap up. I think at the end here, I'm gonna choose one of these to wear today because I like it. And let's see, Coffee Tabac, I really wanna wear. I really would wear Fanghorn 2, Gristmill. Man, this one's gonna be a hard one to pick. That smoky, woody thing from Gristmill is really good, but that Funerie, that leather is really good. I don't know what to wear, guys. I really couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna go with Funerie. That leathery thing is just great. I know I'm not dressed up today, but I want to smell like this all day. Funerie's gonna be really good. Let's do 2 sprays. We're gonna go 1, 2. 2 good sprays. Yeah, way different when it hits that heat. I'm telling you, now the heat of my body is just bringing this thing to life. Way more dimensionality. It almost got a little chocolatey for a second. Really, really good attitude on this one. I like it a lot. It's very, very beautiful, but also got some attitude, got some challenging elements. Really good right here. This one's a super impressive one. I might actually this might be the one that I end up getting from the house. I still have, I think, 10 or 11 more, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up at this point. Video got way too long, but thanks for following along. Hopefully you got some value out of it. I'll see you in the next one. Part 4 is coming right away. Peace.